knacks. And with our note knacks, we were just practicing rhythm, right? We didn't have any pitches with it. No low to high, no changing notes, just rhythm. This week, we get to finally compose our own work. So you each on your own get to create your own piece. You're going to name it, you're going to write the notes and the rhythms, and you even get to draw a picture to go with it. So for the directions, it says, look at the musical staff at the bottom of your page. Oop, there it is. The staff, there's the treble clef. So treble clef, and oh my gosh, look at the time signature. The time signature is 2/4. So I went on and added 2/4 exclamation mark to remind you that there should only be 2 beats in every measure. Not 2 notes necessarily, but 2 beats. Last week with our note knacks, I made you do 4/4 time, but I wanted this to be easier for you, so we're gonna do 2/4. So you only have to worry about 2 beats in every measure. However, does that mean I can have whole notes? Could I possibly have a whole note in 2/4 time? No, the answer should be no because a whole note gets 4 beats, and that's too big. The biggest rhythm value you could possibly have in this is a half note or perhaps a half rest. I wanted to rest for just that measure. Okay, so in the directions it says compose your own original song for bell kit. Bell kit means those tiny little glockenspiels, the like tiny barred instruments. But 4th grade, this could also be for recorder. And 5th grade, this could also be for piano, maybe the right hand of the piano. So I say for your song, you can use any note we've played on piano, but that also means recorder for 4th grade. C, D, E, F, G. And if you feel comfortable with the staff, you could also use A, B, C, D, E, F going past that. So really, you all could use bottom line all the way to top line if you feel comfortable with all the notes in the treble clef, okay? So just knowing it goes E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way up like that. Okay. So you may use quarter note, quarter rest, eighth note, half note, and even 16th notes if you feel comfortable with it. Don't use whole note because it's in 2/4. In the directions, it says don't make more than 2 measures the same. I'm going to be kind of lenient on that because what if you had a motive that you kind of wanted to repeat for effect? So I'd say maybe just make sure you're not doing the same measure and over, okay? Because that's awfully boring. So your song must last all 16 measures, okay? So you have to have something in every 16 measures. When you're done writing it, you might want to grab the bell kit or glockenspiel to play through it and see what it sounds like. So you're going to go through and see if it sounds sad, if it sounds happy, what the mood is. And then, based on the mood, maybe it will make you envision something like a story or a place. Like I created mine and I imagined driving home on a winter's evening. So that's what it made me think of. Now, I will tell you something that might be easier for you to play. My piano people, it might feel easier for you to start on middle C because that's do and end on do, which is middle C. My 4th grade, you guys are used to playing in the key of G with recorder. So you might want to start on G, evil gummy, okay? And even end on G, evil gummy, because that's do. And it sounds good to end on do, right? Do is home. So that might help you a little bit, okay? So looking at mine, I just want to remind you the main thing you need to make sure of is that the note head is right where you want it. So I would go, when I'm writing my notes, I'd always go ahead and color in that circle first, really dark, and make sure it is clearly on the line or in the space, okay? Don't make it like awkwardly in the middle. Make sure it's clearly on the line or clearly on a space. Sorry, of course, there's tons of announcements for all the buses. Okay, so clearly on a line or clearly on the space, and make sure it's only 2 beats in every measure, okay? And look, I made mine pretty simple. It's not that complicated. I'll play mine on the recorder for you. So it goes like this, starting on G. So on that top line, I did repeat a motive, okay, and then I keep going. rest, rest. And you don't have to play it on recorder, you don't have to play it on piano. You can totally just test it all out on the little glockenspiels. So, I hope you have fun creating your own piece. If you're a little nervous about your abilities or how tricky it might be, you could totally just do all quarter notes or quarter notes and half notes. Maybe go with eighth notes. 16th notes would only be if you really feel like you could handle some of those, okay? All right, happy composing. Look, this is Miss Howe's picture for driving home on a winter's evening. This is why Miss Howe does not teach art, but it's fun to draw anyway. Bye, guys.